Hello everyone and welcome to this quick recap video of the Intel Extreme Masters Season 2, which is now entirely uploaded and available on this YouTube channel, which I'm sure most of you are already aware of. So in this video I'm quickly going to go through the tournament again, tell you how it went down, and towards the end I'm going to edit in a bit of footage from the final prize giving ceremony in which the top 3 players received their checks, and of course the winner received his trophy. So in total there were 107 series played in this tournament, most of them best of 3s, 4 best of 5s, for a total of 259 maps played, out of which 255 have been casted by me and are now available on this YouTube channel. So we started, like in Season 1, with the group stage of 24 European players divided into 4 groups of 6 players each, with the winner of each group going straight to the finals and the ranks 2 and 3 staying in the tournament, qualifying for a playoff best of 5. And nothing really too surprising happened in this group stage. Elfie, Satini, Grubby and Happy, well, either the favorite or, you know, one of the better players in a balanced group, making it through, especially Happy making an impression with his 5-0 score, 10-0 score in maps, not losing a single map in the entire group stage. Other than that, not really any players disappointing here in the group stage. I mean, you could say Zeus and Mew, maybe not exactly challenging certain opponents too much, but then again, both of these players were already on the decline. Sase, some could argue, was also perhaps underperforming a little bit, but keep in mind that he started into this tournament basically with a disadvantage, as he had to give up the first best of 3, the one against Proteus, due to an injury that he had at the time. So we moved on with the top 3 of each group, went into the playoffs, where there were only 3-0 scores, with Hasuops, Paladin, Tot and Hot beating their opponents quite clearly. And as Satini had to drop out, wasn't able to make it to the finals, there was one more slot to be given away, and that was decided between the losers of these playoffs, Fire dropping out voluntarily as he did go inactive at the time. So only Ciara, Proteus and Nightwolf left standing, playing each other in a round robin here, which didn't lead to a result in the first attempt, as you can see each player here with a 2-0 victory and a 2-0 defeat. And as Nightwolf forfeited his slot after the first attempt, as it was already pretty late at night, and as it was unlikely that he was gonna get a visa in time anyways, it came down to one final best of 3 between Ciara and Proteus, which Proteus took with a 2-1 map score. So he was the final player getting his second chance and making use of it, the final player qualifying for the finals. But before those happened, there was another tournament taking place in Los Angeles with some Koreans, some Americans, and well, by that I mean players from the continent of America, and 2 Germans taking part. At the end of the day, none of the non-Korean players was really able to pose too much of a challenge to the Koreans. And those were the 4 players to get some of the prize money. So Syria on rank 4, losing to Lucifer in a random versus random best of 3, unfortunately, where Lucifer got undead twice and Syria only got undead once, hence the 2-1 map score for Lucifer. And then Lucifer in the consolation final was able to take down Focus to make sure he got the second slot for the finals, and Lynn marching through the field here without too much trouble, winning the entire tournament, winning $12,000 already, and of course some more in the finals, which then took place afterwards with these 2 players and the ones that had qualified previously, starting with the group stage. Lin, Grubby, and Proteus ending up in the top 3 of Group A. Todd, Lucifer, and Happy in the top 3 of Group B. And here, especially Todd, of course, quite impressive, taking down all of his opponents, especially Lucifer and Happy, without losing a map, without even getting too close to even losing a map. And that meant that Lin and Todd went straight into the top 4, whereas Proteus had to face Lucifer and Grubby had to face Happy for the 3rd and 4th slot in the grid of the final 4. Grubby was able to take down Happy in a best of 3, where he had to switch away from the Blade Master and to the Farseer in order to take down his undead opponent. And Lucifer, in 2 somewhat long matches, taking down Proteus in the end with 2-0 though. And then we were heading towards the end of the tournament, going to the final 4 players. Lin against Lucifer and Todd against Grubby were the winner bracket semi-finals. Both of them ending with a 2-0 score for the Orc player, which led to this winner bracket Orc Mirror, where Lin was able to take down Grubby with 2-0 like he did in the group stage previously, as we can see here. So Lin with a total map score of 4-0 against the Dutch Orc player. Todd in the lower bracket taking out Lucifer, also defeating him for the first time, for the second time, for a total map score of 4-1 against Lucifer. And then it came down to the rematch between Todd and Grubby. Todd this time taking down his opponent with a 2-1 map score after a somewhat strange game on Lost Temple, which Todd ended up winning. And in the grand final, which we just saw, Todd was able to win the first best of 3, but since he came from the lower bracket, Lin had one best of 3 basically that he could lose for free. He did lose that, and it all came down to a final best of 3. They went the distance, went all the 6 maps, and Lin on the final map, also on Lost Temple, was able to take the tournament with a quick push, with a quick victory, taking down Todd's fast expansion. So Todd and Hot, by the way, as you can see here, were the only players in the entire tournament to take a best of 3 away from Lin, but it wasn't enough. Lin in the end wins the tournament, wins a total prize money of $32,000 as he has this 20,000 as well as the 12,000 from the LA challenge. Lucifer also not stuck at the 4,000 here, but getting another additional 5,000 from the LA challenge. Nevertheless, in the end, Grubby rank 3, Todd rank 2, Lin ends up on rank 1 with $20,000 and $32,000 in total, and a pretty huge trophy on top of things. So I hope you enjoyed the tournament. It was certainly a time-consuming project, and let me know if you liked it. Let me know if you want to see more. After the second season in the Extreme Masters, the Warcraft 3 portion actually got cut down by quite a bit. It was replaced by World of Warcraft player versus player mode, and Warcraft 3, instead of having this entire long drawn out season, was only basically limited to single tournaments which took place over like a weekend and weren't as large in size. I believe next up was an invite tournament which only included Grubby, Moon, Lin, and Sky, only those 4 players. But yeah, in general, there was never as big of a season of the Intel Extreme Masters after this one. So yeah, as I said, as this was quite time consuming, and there were parts of the tournament where there wasn't really a lot of response to the videos. At the end of the day, I want to know what you guys want to see and what you don't care about. So let me know. if you want to see more of these kinds of projects, if you want to see me continue to cast the Extreme Masters, or if you've had enough of it. And as always, feel free to leave a thumbs up, comment, as I said. Donation link is, as always, in the description. If you wanna get rid of some money, you know, I would be one option to take into consideration. And that's it for this tournament. That's it for the moment. I'm sure I'll see you around soon. Take care.